Do you like raspberry? Do you like coconut? Do you like Michael Jordan? Well, guess what? Bottle Logic put them all together in one beer.
Michael Jordan's in this beer?
All the clues in the intro, or just the title in the video, probably gave it away. This is Space Jam from Bottle Logic Brewing. This is a coconut raspberry stout, Mary.
I wonder why you chose to talk about Michael Jordan instead of Bugs Bunny.
Both in Space Jam.
Yeah, why didn't you say Bugs Bunny was in there?
It's Michael Jordan's main character in Space Jam.
Bugs Bunny is the other main character.
This Imperial Stout was aged in bourbon barrels and finished with coconut, cacao nibs, and raspberries. This is a level up from Jam the Radar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they added Jam the
Radar.
Radar with coconut. And then Jam the Radar, I believe, is like a Dark Star November base. They added raspberries to.
Wow.
So you can think of this kind of like as a third level.
Yeah.
In that evolution. 2020 is the bottling date here. And it says that you can cellar it. It has been cellared. The food pairings are midnight blue cheese, Penang beef curry, and coconut raspberry chiffon.
You like blue cheese?
I don't. I like the blue cheese that's not really blue cheese. It tastes like ranch a little bit. There's like two types of blue cheese. One tastes like blue cheese and kind of burns your mouth a little bit. And the other one tastes sort of more like ranch.
They smell like armpits.
Yeah. Director's notes are an interstellar combination of two fan favorite brews.
So, Dark Star November and Jam the Radar?
I think so, unless there's a space beer that has coconut in it that I don't remember. Maybe.
Yeah, isn't it that one that we just had where you said that the little spaceship thing is tilted one way? We just did
That was Dark Star.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I can think. I mean, we can look it up here in a little bit when we take a break, but interesting bottle design. There is only one word of caution I have when we're about to drink this. This bottle could be infected. This could taste sour and gross.
What?
So when a beer gets infected during the bottling process, or sometime in the process, bacteria will get in here that's not supposed to be in here and begin fermenting and making lactic acid. Now, lactic acid is sour like any other acid, and it makes the beer taste gross. This beer had quite a few bottles that were infected, and so people had to pour them out, get refunds, etc. I bought 2 bottles. I already drank one, and it was fine a long time ago in 2020. There is a chance that this bottle is infected and gross.
You can get your money back?
No. Shout out to Brett. Brett had an infected bottle, and I was super sad for him. I had to help him get his refund over quarantine back in 2020, so that was fun. But yeah, Mary, thoughts?
So, when things are infected like that, it's just something has gone wrong during the brewing process, and it just happens.
At some point, bacteria got in there. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it's gross. It can happen to any beer, anytime. Usually, it happens at the small craft beer level because they're a smaller brewery, and it's harder for them to maintain the sterility of like a bigger company. You know.
Oh, so you're saying that these small breweries are just dirty? Okay, gotcha. That's enough talking. Let's get to drinking.
All right, it's time to find out if this beer is a slam dunk or just an airball.
I don't think I've ever seen Space Jam.
The original one?
Yeah, I've never.
I think I saw it like twice. It was like a rainy day movie they would put on in school.
Yeah, I think so too. And I just didn't pay attention. I just fell asleep.
I'm still really hoping this is a perfectly fine bottle and not infected.
Well, same. You think you can smell it?
I looked it up, and this is actually a combination of Jam the Radar, which is Dark Star and then raspberries added, and Space Trace, which is their coconut stout, which we did get to review. I don't know if you remember. It was that blue bottle that I found from like 2018.
And it had a coconut on the...
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So do you think that if I smelled this right now and it was infected, you can smell it?
Probably smells sour.
Oh. That smells weird, but I don't know now.
I get coconut and I get raspberry.
I get leather and even more Jesus.
Well, this is now a 2-year-old stout, going on 3 years old.
I don't know if I
think I've just scared you now.
I know if it tastes like it smells, then I would say no.
Because I get coconut and I get raspberry and I get a little bit of cacao. To me, nothing smells weird on it yet. You know, to me, it just smells like a stout with things in it.
It smells like a stout, but it smells leathery and not the best.
Alright, well, let's find out.
I'm scared. You drink first.
I think we're in the clear. Maybe.
No, I think that's a normal beer.
Yeah. Interesting.
I can taste a little bit of the leathery feel. I know that that's probably not what they were going for, but this is what Even More Jesus was trying to do. And I know that I bring up Even More Jesus all the time, but people hyped it up so much. People love that beer, and we hated it. And there is a right way to do leather. And anyway, I can taste the coconut a little bit. I can taste the cacao.
Yeah.
I don't get a lot of.
There's I do get a little bit of tartness, maybe from raspberries. Maybe it's a little infected. I don't know. Maybe I'm in my head about this.
I don't think it's infected, because I feel like if you get an infected beer, you know.
You know. And we're sitting here sipping on it.
Yeah.
I don't know that I enjoy that little bit of hint of whatever it is, raspberry at the end that I get. I do enjoy the aftertaste. The aftertaste is where I get a lot of chocolate. And some more of the coconut kind of combining. That's probably my favorite part of this beer is the aftertaste after you take a sip and swallow.
Yeah, I get that. I get that tartness that you're talking about, and it's reminding me of Jam the Radar a little bit. But I think with the coconut and the raspberry together, it's making a weird mixture.
It's a weird mix.
Yeah.
That on paper would work. I mean, if you think of some kind of chocolate with coconut with raspberry, it sounds delightful. But in a beer, I don't know that it works super well.
Yeah, there's some kind of like strong, I'm not going to say metallic-y, but like a strong in-your-face flavor that isn't the best. And I wouldn't, if I didn't know this was supposed to be raspberry, I wouldn't say, oh yeah, there's raspberry in here. I would say, it's a weird, strong flavor.
Yeah. There's a strong flavor, and I think it is the raspberry or something. I do get a little bit more raspberry as we're sipping on it. That's like reminding me of Jam the Radar. Really interesting. Yeah, I'm going to have to think about this a little while longer to decide how I feel about it rating-wise.
Yeah, maybe we should let it warm up a little bit. Maybe we can get raspberry or get it infected.
All right, well, we're going to sip on this a little while longer and come back with our final thoughts. All right, we're coming back. We've been sipping on this for a little while. It's warmed up. I don't know that I particularly like this offering from Bottle Logic.
Not my favorite. It's definitely not infected, as we've verified, I feel like. But the raspberry, I was telling you, like, sometimes when I drink Jam the Radar, I get a little bit of an artificial, really strong raspberry flavor. But I love Jam the Radar. This, I think I'm getting a lot more, because I think that the coconut is making it, there's a weird combination there.
Yeah, it's a good thought experiment. It's not working out for us. Mary, really quickly before we rate it, what alcohol percentage do you think this is? Or did you already look at the bottle?
No, I didn't.
So
I mean, I don't taste any alcohol in here at all, but I know that...
I can feel it a little bit after we've been sipping on it, but...
I know that this is going to be up there because it's Bottle Logic. It's a barrel-aged stout. I don't know, 14?
Final answer?
14.01.
Final answer?
Yes.
This is a 13.99% beer. You're on it.
No, so
you
bad.
were off by 0.02.
So bad.
That is so close.
down in the comments below. Tell Mary she's doing a great job.
My margin of error is 0.01.
Oh my gosh, you're wild.
I'm gonna get fired from this job soon.
I honestly don't know what to rate this beer. I'm kind of teetering on some edges. Mary, why don't you go ahead and rate it first?
I think, like you said, as you swallow it and you get the aftertaste, it's good. It's just the raspberry, coconut, cacao, it didn't work for me that much. But it's still a solid stout from, Bottle Logic. I would never buy this again. Maybe if they bring it back and they tweak their
recipe,
maybe if they had it on tap there, I would maybe have a little taster. But I think I give it a 3.5.
Okay, so we're in that same ballpark range then.
Yeah.
It's not in the 2s, but this is gonna get a 3.25 from me. It's probably my least favorite offering from Bottle Logic that we've had in a while. I mean, it's below 4, so for us, it's bad for them.
This actually I think this is the first sip I've had in a while, and it's gotten more warmed up, and it's actually really good.
Are you changing your
I
answer?
think I
What's
might.
happening right now?
I think I might.
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay.
I think that I got a lot of raspberry in that. It tasted like Jam the Radar.
I mean, it should have raspberry in it. Now you're making me curious. We just sat here and sipped on it.
I know, but I don't know what's happening. Let me chew it.
It's not for that big chew.
I'm gonna amend my score.
What are you gonna give it?
I'm gonna give it a 4.
Oh, wow. So it jumped up a whole lot.
You need to let this warm up. Maybe put it in the refrigerator not the freezer, maybe like 10-15 minutes. I don't think it needs to be room temperature. I think right now it's perfect. It's been sitting out for a while.
A little chilled. Just a little bit.
You get a lot more raspberry, and at the end, after you swallow, you get the stout from Bottle Logic.
Wow.
So I mean, like I said, I probably wouldn't buy this again. It's not my favorite. I would definitely rather have Jam the Radar, but it's not as bad as I thought.
Initially.
Yeah, initially.
Okay, well, that does it for today's beer review. Very interesting beer to say the least. We were scared. This is the final bottle of it. I'm happy it was okay. It was good for you. For me, still not the best, but not anywhere near being bad. Just got those high expectations for these stouts. Yeah, for everyone out there, like the video, share it with your friends, subscribe, click the bell icon, do all the things that helps us out. And until we meet again, we're the Brewmatures, trying every beer from around the world. One sip at a time.
And we can look up the lyrics to Space Jam.
All right. Well, we're gonna sip this a little.
Welcome to the Space Jam. You know that song, right?
Nope.
Oh,
I mean, it's the intro song to it, right?
I think
The
so.
movie?